Hey everyone, welcome back. Welcome back, and thank you for joining me. As always, appreciate you being here. And before we get rolling, get comfortable, grab a drink, stir the coffee if that's what you have, honey up the tea, clank away at whatever you have. Maybe you got some rocks in your scotch or some rocks in your head. Whatever it is, get comfy, grab a snack to get carved and some protein maybe so you can focus. And we're finally going to look at some more guns. I had put a little post out there saying, do you want to see guns? And you responded with, yes, we do. We want to see ray guns. I have to temper what I say because who the hell knows what the algorithms pick up and suppress, right? And anyway, also a quick reminder, if you're a lurker, please subscribe if you haven't already done so you can take advantage of the freeness and the coolness of these videos. Anyway, with that out of the way, I have a Daiya supersonic gun, and I know not much about the ray guns, like compared to my knowledge of robots and space toys and battery toys. That's like my wheelhouse. So these I fly by the seat of my pants when they're at auction. Now that I've decided to pick some off here and there, I really just go by gut, by what appeals to me, and some conversations I have with other collectors. So in this case, usually there's some really cool boxes, so I'm going to put this down. And this box though was okay. It's nothing special. It just depicts the gun. And the one thing about these boxes is that wacky shape. I don't know why they didn't square them off. I know they want to save a few pennies on the construction, but man, oh man, would it have been easy if they just made them nice and square. But it does the job. It holds the gun. This is the supersonic gun with friction, siren, and spark. So basically your friction motor, that instead of operating with a wheel like it would on a car, it's operating with the trigger. You're manually triggering it. A little tear there, which is not a big deal. Other than that, the box is nearly perfect. The front graphics are superb in the sense of no damage whatsoever. And these will be relatively short because there's not a lot to go over. But this gun, again, it was at auction. It was the timed auction on Live Auctioneers that Morphe's had. And what really appealed to me was the lithography on the gun. Whereas sometimes you have a box that's absolutely beautiful with an average or subpar gun, ray gun, space gun, whatever you want to call it. In this case, it was the gun itself. Now, sometimes you get a home run and you get both a phenomenal space gun, ray gun, sonic gun, boom gun, whatever they call it, and you get a phenomenal box. In this case, I think the box is okay, but I thought the gun itself was actually beautiful. I love that lithograph scene. Let me see if I could zoom in a little bit on there. Look at that space scene. How lovely is that with the rocket flying across? It looks like it could be Earth, but Earth, after all those Teslas warmed up the planet and it became all ocean, all we have left is a super Pangea continent once again. Or maybe it's so far in the past that was the Pangean continent to begin with. But anyway, these rockets are flying around here. You got some cool alien landscape that I dig. And 3 rockets in this case, the one flying and the 2 stationary. And you have this astronaut with his breather tube saying, yo, check it out. That planet's almost all water. And then it has this cool fin too. It's almost like a fin they could have put on a car. Here is the barrel. You talking to me, punk? Are you talking to me? We needed to have... Well, Clint Eastwood was a cowboy in one... I'm not a cowboy, an astronaut in one movie. Wasn't he in The Right Stuff or something? What? I know Clint Eastwood did play an astronaut or some space guy. But I think it was The Right Stuff. I'm not positive. But he could have been like a more rugged space marine type. Too bad, Doom didn't... Was it? Yeah, Doom. He could have been a good space marine for Doom. I would have loved to have seen him in that role. But anyway, let's go back to this gun. So I stopped yammering here. I like this touch here. This is your spark gel. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to turn off the lights. So bear with me a quick sec because I want you to see the spark. And this actually sparks very well. Not crazy darker, but a little bit darker. So now we will do the trigger. Are you ready? Look at that. Wow, is that freaking cool or what? Now imagine, again, you're a kid. You're watching Space Patrol. You're watching Star Trek. You're watching Buck Rogers. Whatever the hell you're watching. You came out of the theater and you saw Forbidden Planet. And you're like, man, I want to just wipe out some wicked, evil alien monsters. And you have that gun in your hand and you're seeing that spark in action. They're not like thinking about the flint or what's causing it. They're like, this is the greatest thing I've ever done in my life. You know, until the flint wears out. And then they're like, damn it, I don't like this toy anymore. Mommy, can you buy me something that sparks again? And then they probably ditched it, and probably why a lot of these guns ended up in the scrap heap. But this one survived perfectly intact. How it stayed so minty, I have absolutely no idea. But it did, and because it did, I was able to bring it to you with this video. So anyway, if you like ray guns and space guns and tin guns, do me a favor, thumb up the video. Let me know in the remarks. I would greatly appreciate it. And as always, I appreciate your time in watching these. With that, my friends, thanks again, and I'll talk to you later.